Welcome to Stuff's Cup Wrap with Duncan Johnson, and I'm Todd Nile. After day one of the Prada Cup Semi-Final, some pretty convincing stuff, 2 wins for Luna Rossa. Duncan, there didn't seem to be, there's almost not a lot to talk about. It was that clear cut.
Yeah, it was a procession really for the Italians. Won the starts, both starts, super aggressive there. Completely pummeled Dean Barker really in the starts. Jumped out to leads and managed to protect those. They extended the leads really, total control. And Todd, not everything looked well with American Magic's Patriot after its repair job. It appeared skitterish, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at an emotional level, an extraordinary comeback for a team after that catastrophic capsize. But I guess that emotion wore off as we watched, twice Dean Barker not quite getting the starts right and then just, gradually falling back. And as you say, around that top mark several times, the same almost out of control thing going on there. And Terry Hutchinson afterwards talking about they've just got to sail better. So it doesn't sound like it's something in the boat, it just sounds like it's racecraft.
Yeah, he did suggest though that over the last couple of days in testing that they had been having some rudder issues on that turn. They came back to haunt them when they didn't want them during these 2 races.
Terry Hutchinson, day 2 could be the crunch. What can you change and what do you need to change?
What do we need to change? I think we need to continue to work on our pre-start routine, make sure that we get the boat away in spots that we want. And, again, I don't believe that we need to overcompensate. A massive overcompensation one way or the other isn't what we need. We need, to stay true to doing the homework that we do well in the pre-start and understand the race course. And then we need to actually execute that. And the hard part about today is that we had reasonable game plan. Everything was scripted and talked through, and we got a little bit of out of sequence. And so, when it happens, the guys that we're racing against are really good, and they're going to take advantage of it. So, and that's, at the end of the day, that's what happened.
So 2-0 down. Let's not forget this is the first of 4, and on this sort of form, Luna Rossa could wrap this all up on Saturday. The conditions are expected to get lighter. We've seen the Italians excel on Friday in the higher wind range that they were supposedly an Achilles heel for them. So conditions are going to play into their hand, and they're in ruthless mode now, Jimmy Spittle and Francesco Bruni. The way they jumped all over Spittle in that pre-start, they want to get this done and dusted. They want to get to the Prada Cup final. They've come here as a challenger of record. I think they were bruised at not getting through to that final. This was not an embarrassment, but being into the first elimination series didn't sit well with them, and they've responded accordingly, I think.
Francesco Bruni, when we last spoke, you said decision-making need to be better. It looked better today. What did you do differently?
We analysed the mistakes we have done last weekend, and we've definitely had a big improvement on the sailing team, and especially us on the back of the boat taking decisions. The communication was better, the pre-plan of the regatta was better, was more simple, and I think we did a great day of racing. That doesn't mean much. We have to be focused for tomorrow. We have to race by race.
Would you expect to be as dominant in lighter conditions, or is everything different?
No, I think the boat has always been performing very, very well in the light wind, and we're actually happy to have light wind tomorrow. But I think it's just about racing well. Every boat can win if you race well. The performance of the boats are very close.
You go into day 2 with the ability to sew it up. Do you focus on that?
No, I think we have to just, as I said, race day by day and race by race. Just think about the next point.
I'm not sure what the Americans can do now. It's a tough situation for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's as telling as Patriot's problems were the racecraft and the slickness that we saw from Luna Rossa in a way that we hadn't seen it before. So they've obviously done a lot of work, and it does set this competition up for a fascinating second day when the winds could be quite different. And so will those relative performances change? We'll have a look at that on the next Cup Wrap from Stuff.